boys pull up on Friday?
Yeah, okay so far. I mean, obviously we don't know fully until the training later on in the week, but at the moment they're okay, which is a good sign. We'll see how the rest of the week goes.
Bit of a change from your run of late.
Yeah, look, it's only early days. Things change very quickly in training sessions or out of training sessions, as we know. So just got to wait till the end of the week, and hopefully everything's okay.
Are you happy with the way you're travelling? Not playing the best footy, but still winning games is the most important thing.
Yeah, you probably can't underestimate how hard it is actually to do that. To win games of footy is very difficult to do, and we think we've been fairly even. We've got players that can play better at times, but we've been fairly even, and we've been getting a really strong contribution from our younger players, which has been a real positive for us.
You've got a better idea of how Tom Papley's looking? Is he a certain starter?
Hopefully he's okay, but we won't know by the end of until the last training session, so won't know until Thursday. So we'll get more of an indication then. His plan is not to do a great deal tomorrow, so we won't know really until that Thursday session.
And you touched on it earlier, but in terms of finding out your best 22, I suppose there's been so many injuries and that's made it tough. But you're getting to a point where you've got a pretty fair idea?
No, it changes. It constantly changes. I mean, even the structure of the team changes in regards to talls and smalls from week to week and according to who you play. So it doesn't really get set in stone. You need to be flexible enough to be able to do that. I say that in a positive sense. You need to have some flexibility with what you do and how you set up according to the opposition and according to who's playing well in your reserves and what your structure of your senior team looks like.
Isaac spoke a bit about the rev up you gave the boys at half time. Was it a real good one, or was he overplaying it?
No, he might have been overplaying it. But no. We spoke to the leaders. Actually, wasn't even. We spoke to the leaders at the start of just a couple of stoppages just before half time that we need to get right. But importantly, their players, and particularly our leaders, were really applied the pressure. Probably the last 10 minutes, the last 15 minutes of that third quarter, and were able to kick away a bit.
Is that important that you see that response when you speak to guys about that sort of stuff?
Yeah, but it's not just about a response. They knew it. It's just pointing out a couple of things that they essentially knew anyway. So it's just a matter of applying that pressure. Carlton were pretty good too in that first half, and you've got to give them some credit. And it's, as I said before, it's tough to win a game of AFL footy.
What did you make of the Callum Sinclair incident that attracted the MRP scrutiny?
Yeah, we don't want to see too much of that in the game, so he copped the fine and we move on.
Is it something you've had a chat with Callum about?
I haven't spoken to him today, so I haven't seen him today, but if I think I need to, I'll have a chat with him, but I don't think I necessarily need to. I think he's got the message.
And what about Dane Rampy in the first quarter? A bit of back chat for the umpire. Is it something that you sort of raised with him? I mean, it's not going to, in terms of how it might sort of influence future free kicks in the game or anything like that?
No. I won't spend too much time talking about it. I've got other things to worry about than that. Yeah.
What did you make of the Saints and an old player of yours, Tim Membry, found his kicking boots, so they looked a different side even though they lost?
7 goals to 1 the last quarter they kicked, so that was at their best, and they'll get some confidence from that, there's no question. Members is a good player, has been having shots at goal, which is a real credit to the way he works. He's working really hard, and he was able to hit the scoreboard with a bit of confidence on the weekend. So, he's a good player. We know he's a good player.
As coaches, it'll be easy to look at this next game, but in terms of players not looking too far ahead and looking at that West Coast game, which looks to be something special, is it something you talk about, or how do you make sure?
1 second. We're looking at the Saints this week, and we'll be looking at that 7 goal to 1 last quarter and making sure that we put enormous pressure on their players and applying the sort of footy that we want to apply, and that's all where our focus is this week.